What's up, good people, and welcome back to the channel. So today I wanted to talk about your 308 platforms. Now, some of you may have yours set up as an AR-10, some of you may have yours set up as a DMR, and some of you may have yours set up as a semi-auto sniper system, okay? What I wanted to do was compare low-end to mid-tier to high-end without getting involved in the acronym war, because God knows I am sick of hearing acronyms. Is it a DMR? Is it an SPR? Is it a GPR? Is it an APR? Duh! I was done with alphabet soup when I was like 1,000 years ago, okay? I'm glad that you found a 3-letter acronym for your setup, but can we just call it a rifle that's customized for your usage? Just be done with it. That being said, what I did is I took 3 of my own personal rifles. I took my Panther Arms DPMS LR308, compared it to my Ruger SFAR, and compared both of those to my H&K MR762A1. That name is unimpressive. H&K do better, man. I do want to preface the results by stating that none of these rifles used match grade ammo. This was all taken with standard target range Winchester white box ammo, okay? Nothing special. I wanted to make this as realistic as possible for the everyday working man, okay? So let's dive into these results. So here on the right side, my right, this was taken with my DPMS LR308. Okay, now excluding my one flyer here, we are looking at about 3.5 to 3.7 MOA. Now, some people may think, oh my God, that is absolutely garbage. Dude, the military standards are 4 MOA. Okay, this is somewhere between 3.5 to 3.7. Excuse the exact measurements because I didn't have a pair of calipers to measure from center hole to center hole. Okay. Moving on to the Ruger SFAR, we are, if I exclude my flyer down here, we are sitting at about 2.5 MOA to 2.7, okay? Now, again, there was no calipers being used during the measurement process. I just did this by eye, but we're about 1 MOA better than the LR308, okay? At this top target, we have the MR762A1, and this was about 2 MOA, maybe 2.1, okay? That being said, what does this mean? It means that the difference between about $3,000, I'm only getting about a 1.5 MOA difference. Now, what does that mean for a target? At worst, this 3.5 to 3.7 MOA, you're thinking it's trash. Look at the size of my head compared to that, okay? That's 20 rounds all inside of a shape that's smaller than my head, okay? That is a $900 setup, and that's the worst. So is it in the category of just good enough? Well, it depends on what you're purchasing your rifle for. Are you purchasing it for home defense? Are you purchasing for hunting? Are you purchasing for competition? There's some platforms that are out there that are even cheaper than my Panther Arms, okay? You can find $600 setups. You can probably build your own for somewhere around $5, okay? What I'm saying is this: there is a toxic culture out there of sub MOA capability. I want it to be as realistic as possible with just your everyday target ammo, and show you what capabilities you can get out of just having a very budget friendly setup, even with 3 different tiers of firearms. Now, caveat is I know that my H&K MR762A1 is sub MOA when I use my LPVO and match ammo. It's wonderful. But I'm not going to say that everybody needs to go out there and spend $6,000 on a rifle setup, especially if it's just going to sit in your safe, and you just bring it out for bragging rights. Purchase what you think is going to be good for you. Don't let anybody bully your build, and get out there, practice, and train. Okay? A person with an entry-level rifle with budget setup that goes out and trains, once a month, twice a month, 3 times a month, is going to have better accuracy and perform overall better than the person that has a $7,500 setup that never gets out there and practices. Okay? So that being said, hopefully you enjoyed the video and got something educational out of it. As always, stay safe and stay tactical.